Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here with White. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. 2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play.
Watch 18. 18's the mark. Watch the curve. Watch the 93. 18, Mike, 18. Hey, defense, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's caught by Hollister. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. On as the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run up the middle with Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Stick. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And this will be a Texans 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Miller. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Stick from the gun. Flush to his right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Second and goal from the 1. They hand off to their big tight end. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. This is a big play in this wild card matchup facing 3rd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rolling to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
No. Who's right feet? Check. He's coming. We got double up. Raider 2. 29. To
try again after the sack. Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays down.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here comes Cohen. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Go. 10's the mic.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 4.
They'll set up a throw. Man open, it's Goodwin.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
10's the mic.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan.
A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some space here. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 24.
104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Carr. And he'll just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
To throw his Carr. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him. Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Again, it's Cohen. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
A run between the tackles with Cohen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season... This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Vegas. 56 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. And
this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 79 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to his left. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And the Texans are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we not to ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with your leash. Where's the love in the streets? Got my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, probably call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous. Man,